Hey guys! Today I'm going to show you how to make a taffy twist on the rainbow loom. Now, once you have finished your bracelet, it should look something like this. Now, before we begin, you want to make sure that the arrow is pointing away from you. Also, for the place where I have placed my blue and white in the center, you are allowed to use maximum of 3 bands, but I have used 2 bands. So now let's get started. First, we're gonna want to go from the middle peg to the left peg, and then we're gonna want to go from the middle peg to the right peg. Now, for most of the bracelets, it's basically a perimeter band. So it's basically, now we're going to be going up the left side of the loom in a single chain. Now, you're going to want to keep doing this until the second last peg, and I'll show you what to do from that point. Okay, now once we have reached the second last peg, you're going to want to go from the left peg into the middle peg. Now, you're going to want to go to the beginning of your loom and do the same thing on the right side of your loom. So again, we're going up in a single chain until the second last peg, and then once we reach the second last peg, we're going to be putting it into a center peg. Okay, now we're going to want to go from the right peg into the middle. Now be ready to get our swirls on. Okay, now to make the twist or swirls, you're going to want to take 1, 2, or 3 bands. As here I'm using 2 bands. So we're going to be taking our 2 bands and twisting them into an 8. Now we're going to want to go on the very first and go across with our swirls. Okay, and again, twist and put it on. And twist and put it across. Now remember, there should be 1 peg in the center left over. Now I will show you this one last time. Now again, we're going to take our 2 bands and make them into 8. And again, we're going to be doing them across from side to side. You're now going to want to do this until the end. Okay, now once you've done that, your loom should look like this. Okay, now we're going to want to make a cap band. Okay, now you're going to want to take 1 band and twist it into an 8, and then put it onto your 2 fingers, and then we will be placing this at our top of our loom, and like that. Now we will begin looping the bands. Now, you'll want to make sure that the arrow is pointing towards you now. Now you're going to want to grab your hook, push back the cup band, and hold it down, and grab the top band, which is the left band. And now you're going to want to do the same with the right. Okay, now you will want to be grabbing the bottom bands on the left side. So you're pushing back all the bands with the back of your hook, then grabbing the bottom bands, which these are the bands you placed first. Now, you'll want to do this until the end. Okay, now once you have reached the second last peg, you're going to once again push back, grab the second peg, and place it into the center. Now we're going to want to do the same on the right side. Okay, I'll go through with this one more time. So push back all the bands on the right side of the loom, grab the bottom band, and put it forward. And again, grab the bottom band and put it onto the next peg. Now, you'll want to do this until the end. I'll show this to you one more time. Push back all the bands and grab the bottom band and put it to the next peg. These are the bands that you placed on first with me. Now, once again, once we have reached the second last peg, you're going to want to grab the bottom band and place it into the center. Now, the great thing about this bracelet is we don't need to loop the spirals or twists. So now what we're going to want to do is grab our hook and push it through all those bands and grab an extension colored band. Okay, now once you've done that, you're going to want to put your band on the hook and put it onto the hook and then slide it up, and then you can take off your bracelet. Now as we see, our bracelet is too short to wear. So now we're going to want to grab our loom and make sure that the arrow is pointing away from us. Now grab your extension colored band, and you can use 4, 5, or more bands. So it matters if you have a smaller wrist, you use 5 or under, but if you have a larger wrist, you can do 5 or more. Okay, now as you see, I have placed 4 down. Now we're going to want to grab our extension colored band, not the cap band, but the extension colored, and just put it on top as if it was part of the bracelet, and just loop it like a single chain, which we all know, and just do that until the end. And now you're going to want to grab the last one that you looped and stretch it, and then you're going to want to get your clip and hook it on, and then you can take off your bracelet. And there you have it, your Taffy Twist bracelet. Now we want to also hook it, and there is our finished result. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Bye.